Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. I want to continue lacing you guys up on how to be a high-valued man. What are some qualities that a good woman, not some trash whore, some porn star, OnlyFans, garbage chick, a good woman. What is a good woman looking for? So we have 4 or 5 things here on a list. Let's go through them and see maybe if we can understand a little bit more what it means to be a high-valued man. So a really good woman, a high-valued woman, if you want to call her that, she's looking for a man with status. Now, that can be an intimidating word for some guys because they say, well, I don't have status. I'm just some regular dude. Status doesn't mean that you have to be rich or the owner of your own empire. Doesn't mean that you have to be famous or well-known. You can be just a regular guy, but having status means that you're well regarded within the community. You have connections, you have a social circle, you have a couple close friends. I built status in my community through my business, and through many businesses, promoting music all throughout Central Florida for years, having a very popular retail store that all the kids go to, having a motorcycle shop that all their parents go to. And I've served the community well for 20 years, and through that, with throwing events and doing my best, I built a reputation, I built a community. People know me. People can vouch for me. If a woman meets me and she starts spreading my name around, people are like, yeah, I know that guy. I know Sky. Oh yeah, I know all about him, let me tell you. And people say good things for the most part. So you can build status in your community. I live in a small little town in the middle of nowhere, and if some loser like me, who was just some homeless drug addict from the streets, committing crimes, if I can build myself up to having status, anybody can. Anybody can do this, but it takes some effort, coordinated, plotted, schemed effort. You don't just wake up with status. It doesn't just happen one day and you say, oh yeah, here goes all my status that I always deserved. No, you gotta fight for it. Another aspect of being a high-valued man that a good woman is going to notice, is going to look for. She's going to pass up certain guys and look for these qualities. Status is one, leadership is another. And you have to kind of be a boss. Now, it doesn't matter if you own a company. When I say a boss, it doesn't really mean that. You don't have to be a don of your own mafia family. But there's all kinds of ways to be a leader, and leadership is an inner quality that certain men exude. Certain men just kind of ooze leadership. And when shit hits the fan, you notice these guys and people turn to them and they say, well, what do we do? And sometimes the most unlikely dude rises up, and it turns out he's the boss because he's not freaking out. He's able to stay emotionally in control. He's able to have a plan. He's able to be concise and directed and laser focused and to know what he wants. That's another aspect of leadership, to know what you want, to be goal oriented, to be able to see the bigger picture and to guide people through your own hard work and diligence, to guide them towards greatness, and to have people's positive outcome in your mind, where you want others to succeed. You're not just about yourself. You're not just going for dolo, right? As I used to say, you're down for all these other people too. Let's all rise. Sometimes you can tell a leader just by how interested he is in what you're talking about. Some guys don't really listen. They don't really pay attention. They don't really give a fuck about you. They're suffering through whatever your fucking mouth is making those noises just so they can get to their side of the conversation and talk about what they want to talk about. But then there's some guys that are listening to you. and they're absorbing what you're saying. And they have responses that are appropriate, and they're not trying to be narcissists and put their own little world into your shit. They're like, wow, man, and they're really there with you. That type of quality is the beginning of leadership. A true interest in others. Another personality trait or an aspect of self of a high-valued man that a really good woman is going to look for. She's going to look for money. Now that hurts. Some people don't like to hear this. Status, leadership, money. What if you have none of those? Well, get busy. It's only Thursday. Now, money doesn't mean you have to be rich. Sure, there's gold diggers. I don't care about gold diggers. If a woman says to me, a man has to make 700 grand or more, bye, bitch, bye. If you have some kind of number on it, then maybe you should go make that shit and just get yourself a bunch of cats and just be single and lonely. If you're looking for a come up off a dude, then fuck you, you're just a prostitute. But on the other side of it, there is some reality to this, guys. You have to be financially stable. You don't have to be rich. You can have an apartment, have a nice apartment, pay your bills on time, always, and be happy to pay them. And you have the appearance, when she comes over to your pad, if you're lucky to get that far, she's going to walk in and realize you're a well put together, stable individual. You're not going homeless. You're not downgrading. You're on a forward moving path. She knows she could have a kid with you, have a family with you, move in with you, be with you, and everything's going to be okay. And that's important. A really good woman can be one of these boss bitches if she wants to be, where she don't need no man. But she doesn't want to be that way. She wants a good, stable man. She wants security. And again, it doesn't have to be wealth. This shows you're driven, that you're committed. And these are very attractive qualities. Stability is an incredibly attractive quality. Another one is appearance. Now, people don't like this stuff. This is hard to hear. Your appearance matters. You want to be a higher value person. The first place I should have started with this. This should have been the first one instead of status. Appearance. You should start with your appearance. It's the easiest thing you can do. You can go and change your wardrobe if you need to. I suggest many of you do. Many of you are bums. Upgrade your wardrobe. I just upgraded my wardrobe for a couple $100 from shopping at vintage clothing stores, something I personally love to do. I don't like to go online and just order a bunch of random shit off Amazon. I love the hunt of going to these vintage stores and looking through the racks, and I really enjoy that stuff. And I bought 4 sport coats, top notch. 2 of them are Ralph Lauren, one of them's Nautica, the other one is, I forget, another top name brand. These are all almost brand new looking. They fit perfectly. I bought them $5 each at a vintage store owned by this Irish skinhead dude. He's a good guy, man. Barely understand that motherfucker. I can barely catch what he says because he's got such a thick accent. But he sells the coolest shit. Find yourself a couple cool stores. You can upgrade your appearance. Start shaving up, getting some good shape. I work out 6 days a week. I'm not jacked like a lot of these big steroid guys are, but hey, 200 pounds, 6'2", work out 6 days a week. For a 52-year-old man, I look pretty goddamn good. And I'm proud of my appearance. I'm on my skincare, my hygiene, even your nutrition has to do with your appearance. So get on top of that shit. A woman likes a well put together guy. Why do you think chicks like James Bond or those types of motherfuckers? And the last one, this is definitely the most important. It's appropriate that we put it last just to finish it off with, is confidence. Confidence is key. There's all kinds of ways that you could build confidence, and the first way that I suggest is to get on a solid program of daily disciplined lifestyle management. And if you need help creating a program, you can contact me. I do life coaching and mentoring for this exact thing. I'll be coaching people all Saturday on this exact stuff. How to create the perfect daily disciplined lifestyle management program for yourself so you can grind forward towards your goals, towards any goal that you set. And when you live this lifestyle, it's amazing how confident in yourself you become. Because you have this inner peace, this knowledge that you know that, hey, look, I'm not perfect. I have a lot of areas that I need to grow and move forward in. I'm trying my best and I'm not there yet. But I'm not where I was yesterday. And the knowledge that I know that every day I've moved forward, even if it's just one little space. Some days I have great days. Oh, yesterday was a productive day. I did more yesterday than any of you did all week, I guarantee. But some days I might move forward just one step. I barely did shit. Still, it's a movement forward. And this gives me confidence in knowing in myself that I'm growing. Every day I'm stronger. Every day I'm a stronger version of myself. I'm not that weakling I was yesterday. It's food for thought.